could start you off at $45,000 per year.
45,000?
How's that strike you?
To be honest, I think like it's a little bit like too low.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think like it's such a like reputed company. It's such a like well-known company. I believe like they, and as you mentioned before, it always tries like to keep the employees satisfied, and also like you will provide like fast track promotion, which means like the employees need to work very hard to get the promotions.
Yep.
So I assume like all employees would like get paid by what they would contribute to this company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a little bit like too low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a number in mind?
Because I did like some research before.
Okay.
I came here. So I think the average for this industry is like around like 70,000 something
Okay.
for an entry level analyst position. However, I believe like your company would provide a much more like decent salary than the average because it's the leader in this industry, right? Yeah, so I think like of course I would expect like more than the average, and for me the higher the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what were you thinking?
I think like the top salary for like an analyst like position in this industry is around like maybe 100,000 or something. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But of course I won't ask for that much. I think like maybe like let's say like 80,000. I think it's just a little bit higher than like the average.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I can't offer you 80,000.
Impossible?
You know, like I was saying before, we're constantly talking to employees because trying to figure out job satisfaction, it's a really tricky thing to quantify.
Yeah, that's true.
And across all different people,
Yeah.
right? So, all right, so for instance, as I was saying, we collaborate with our employees and try to figure out what makes people happy.
Yeah.
One of the things we found out makes them happy is career development outside of their specific job set or what their team or what their management department does. So
Yeah.
for instance, in 2009, I want to say Alpha spent about $9 million
Yeah.
and roughly 12 million man hours in career development
Yeah.
and educating their employees outside of their specific job set.
Yeah. Sure.
Keeping that in mind,
Yeah.
how would you feel about $47,000 per year?
47,000?
$47,000 per year.
It's far low behind the average, like to be honest.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I think it's still like a little bit like too low.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think like we work like such a long way, or like we spend so much time before in order to make both sides happy.
Right.
Like the first round interview, the second round, or like the final round. And now it's really the final step, right? So of course I want like this, I want like both sides to be happy, to be honest.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I think like 47,000 is still a little bit too low.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so did you have a number in mind?
I think like my lower bound is like the average for this industry, like 70,000.
70.
Yeah, because I think I am trying to compromise already, and also I think like since this company is like such a well-known company, it tries to make its employees happy,
Right.
and also because to be honest, like since it's a leader in this industry, it must have its reasons. Of course, like the compensation for its employees is the biggest, like or like the most important factor
Yeah, it is.
to take into account, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I would assume like it can like at least provide like the salary compared with the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I can't do $75,000. I'm sorry. Like I said before, we do have a really good flexible work schedule.
Yeah.
We have, if you decide that you work better from noon until 8 p.m., that's great. If you decide that you do really well from 5 a.m. till 9 a.m. before the
Yeah.
phones start ringing,
Yeah.
your schedule can be worked around. If you work
Yeah.
better on weekends than on
Yeah.
Monday and Tuesday, we're flexible like that.
Yeah, sure. I think like this sounds very exciting to me, but because I just graduated from like graduate school,
Yeah.
so I'm really eager to learn actually. I don't really mind like if I work like long working hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And also because like I would listen to maybe my supervisor's order at any time. If
Okay.
they want me to come in at 3 a.m., I'm okay with that actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, all right. With flexible hours and your eagerness to work, how would you feel about $49,000 per year?
49,000.
49,000.
So you see, like I'm trying to compromise with a big amount, like from 80 to like 75 or 70. Every time just increase like 2,000 divided by 12 months. It's almost like nothing per month. To be honest, I'm an international student. I still have a student loan to pay back. Yeah, and like the life here is like, I would not say like very tough, but of course it's more difficult than the U.S. citizens here, right? Yeah, so I really want to like pay my student loan back as soon as possible.
Yep.
Also, I want to like maybe like to help my family a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about like I would live a like luxury life here. There is no way, to be honest, as an analyst.
Right.
So I really want to like work hard to get like higher paid in order like to improve my living situation
Sure.
a little bit.
Very common
Yeah.
concern. Yep.
Yeah.
So, did you have a number in mind? If
70,000? How does that like sound to you? Like, I think it's the industry average.
I can't do 70.
Still impossible.
I'm really sorry. I can't do 70. Look, if you take the job, if you take the job at your 1-year annual review, at your first annual review, would only be 364 short days from now.
Really?
And if you take the job and at your 1-year annual review, you do really well on your first year jobs and get high marks from your departmental manager and your coworkers.
Yeah.
We have really good opportunities for these fast track promotions where you can jump from level 1 to level 3, skipping level 2 altogether for your second year. You can go to level 3 for your second year. Keeping that in mind, what do you say to $51,000 per year?
51?
$51,000.
So still like 2,000, like every time you would like only increase like 2,000, because I think like I try like to try to express like all my situation here.
Yeah,
And
you're very good at it.
Yeah, and also I think like to be honest, because I think like I got this opportunity through a friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think like both of us want to like fill this position as soon as possible, and it will be like very tiring for both of us if we like for you to find another candidate, for me like to find another company. So, and also I think like maybe like 10,000 or like 15,000, like this amount is not a big deal for such a big company, but for me it can totally change my life. So I think like probably you can take this into account as well, because it's not like I'm asking like a very ridiculous like number for my salary, because I think I'm just asking for the average for this industry. Yeah,
Okay.
and also, to be honest, I don't think like I should ask like, or I should like just like negotiate like this for my first job in my life, but just because my situation is kind of different, or like I need to take every factors
Sure.
in my personal life
Yep.
into account. So that's the reason why I'm sitting here and try to negotiate with the salary. Of course, the final decision is on you, but I still want like it to be a little bit higher, like because
Okay, like what then?
70,000, let's say.
I can't do 70,000.
Still no.
No, it's $51,000.
Oh. I think it's still too low. You see, like, okay, for international students, because of the visa issue, the test rate is very high,
Okay.
right? So it's like 40 or 50%.
Wow.
Yeah, so after deducting the test, I almost have nothing left. Not nothing. I need to pay like the rent,
Sure.
the utilities, the TV cable, the
Internet.
metro card.
Don't forget the internet.
Yeah, the internet.
The internet.
Yeah, and the phone bill.
Right.
Everything included.
Yep.
You see, like how much money I can.
I do
Say,
understand. I do understand.
Yeah, like I don't really have any money left, and also I think the student loan is like a big amount actually. Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, so I cannot like even like hang out with my friends to like some places, fancy places, like
Right.
what, like listening to a concert in Lincoln Center.
Uh-huh.
It would like charge like 200 or 300
Sure.
per performance.
Okay.
I'm not like even thinking about all this kind of stuff. I just want to cover my regular like living expense.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So 51,000 is not going to do it for you.
Yeah.
And did you have a number in mind?
I think how about 65,000? Yeah. It's like even low behind, like far lower behind, like the.
I can't do 65.
I'm reducing
sorry.
5,000 per time.
I know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I know you fully understand
Yeah.
the recession that we're in right
Yeah.
now. All businesses have taken a huge hit across
Yeah.
the board, especially consulting, because we're so diversified. We've actually gotten
Yeah.
hit worse because we're not in
Yeah.
one area that might be
Yeah.
safe. We're in multiple areas that have taken a hit.
Yeah.
All first-year analyst salaries are significantly lower than in previous years.
Yeah.
But what would you think about $53,000 per year?
I think it's still a little bit too low because you see, like I'm trying to reduce like my lower bound like every time by 5,000 or like even more, right?
Okay.
So I really want it to be like a little bit higher because 53,000 it sounds like not bad, but I
Okay.
would say like it's still like not even like a decent pay like for an analyst,
All right.
especially like finance and consulting is like the most like high paid industries.
Sure.
Yeah,
What would be a decent pay then for you?
65,000.
I can't do 65.
Okay, so 63,000.
63?
Yeah.
I can't do 63. I'm sorry.
Impossible.
I can't do 63.
Oh.
But think of this.
Yeah.
At your first year annual review,
Yeah.
I talked about before, so like a 1 year your first annual review,
Yeah.
you can renegotiate the terms of your salary,
Yeah.
which is the largest part of your contract.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
That's only a year away.
Yeah.
Remembering that,
Yeah.
what do you think about $55,000 per year?
How about 62,000? You see, like, because you see, like, you can tell from my resume,
Mm-hmm.
like, I have all the necessary skills, no matter it's quantitative or qualitative. And also because I think, like, for most of the analysts, you need to provide the training, right?
Mhm.
But, like, for me, I believe I don't really need that much training, like, at the beginning or maybe a shorter time. So, which means I can, like, start my normal work, like, or, like, my real work much faster.
Sure.
Yeah, so you can also take this into account, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely into
Yeah,
account.
also because I think like my friend, like he is like a good employee at this company.
Okay.
So the reason why you like took his advice to give me an interview is because like you trust your employees.
Mhm.
So you believe like the person he would like to recommend would be a good fit for this position.
Right.
Yeah, so this like saves a lot of energy in the hiring process as well.
It does.
Yeah.
I can't do 62. I'm sorry.
Still
I
no?
unfortunately can't. No. In this economy,
Yeah.
there's so many people that are really talented and very experienced, and they're looking for jobs,
Yeah.
and they're willing to work for us right now.
Yeah.
But what about 55,000?
55,000. How about 60,000? That's my like lower bound already, because you see like from the beginning you try like to provide like I would say like 45, right? I'm asking like for 80,000 actually. So you see like I try to reduce the amount like
55,000 is my final offer. I'm sorry.
a little bit more,
55,000 is my absolute final offer.
but
I cannot go any higher than 55,000.
okay. So 55,000 includes like what kind of package like?
55,000 is just your first year starting
But how
salary.
about like health insurance?
That's all with human relations and with departmental managers. So this is just salary negotiations for your first year. $55,000 is the max.
Okay, I will take it.
55,000?
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.